Okay, so here we are on step 12A, sewing on a nose. So you can choose to use a button, you can choose a 4-hole button, a 2-hole button, or a 1-hole button. I taught you the 4-hole button, so now you should be able to sew any of those 3. I'm gonna use a button. You can also stitch a nose on, or you can cut a piece of felt for your nose. So as always, you're going to come through the back. Where are you gonna place your nose? So basically, I like to place the nose up a little. So again, look at your teddy bear pattern. You're gonna place your nose up so then you can form your mouth. So I'm gonna take a look, put it about right in the middle, up towards the top of the muzzle. I'm gonna find one of those 4 holes. Remember, you go between 2 holes 4 times. I'm gonna go diagonal this time. So on your project, you can go diagonal. I taught you on the sewing sampler to go across. This is just a little fancier. You wanna make sure your button is nice and tight so it doesn't fall. So I'm gonna sew the button on, and then I'm gonna show you how to then form the mouth, which is step 12B. Okay, so I just finished sewing the button on, which was 12A. I went across 4 times between 2 holes, across the other 2 way. I did it diagonal this time. I brought up the button, I shanked it, and then made a knot. So now 12B is you're gonna come up right underneath your button from the back. So start forming that mouth. You're going to use the back stitch. So I'm gonna make 1 stitch. You always start with 1 running stitch. I'm going to try to make it straight. I come up, I go back to the last stitch. It's hard, it's going to be a little hard for you to see right now until I form it, because I have to see what I'm doing too. Everybody's mouth is going to be a little different. It's not easy to form the mouth. Whoops, and I just lost my needle. So you're gonna do about 4, 5, 6, depending on how big your stitches are. Straight down, and then you're gonna try to curve it, just like your paper teddy bear pattern shows. So I have that in front of me also to use as a guide. Again, everybody's is gonna be a little different. I think I went like 6 stitches. If I could see them, I would count them. Okay, so I have right now going down from the middle of the button, and then I'm gonna start my curve. So then I'm gonna bring my needle from the back over here. So watch what I do. I'm gonna come up, whoops, over here. I'm gonna pull it, and again I'm gonna do 1 running stitch, and I'm gonna try curving it and bring it down to the bottom here. I'm gonna come up ahead. I'm gonna go back to that last stitch. I'm gonna come up ahead. I'm probably gonna do about 2 more stitches, and then I'm gonna go over to the right hand side and try to even it up on the right hand side. 1 more. I'm going to show you. Whoops, not coming through. So that is 1 way. You can see the mouth forming, and then I'm going to come up over on the right hand side. And I'm caught. And again, I'm going to do another running stitch, and I'm going to angle that one. So again, I'm going to probably do anywhere from 4 to 5 stitches. That's 2, 3, come up, that's going to be 4. And I'm going to see how it looks and see if I have to make any changes. So again, everybody's mouth is going to be different. Okay, so that's what mine looks like. I'm going to just end it in the back like we've ended anything, and then I'll move on to step number 13, which is sewing on the eyes.